Hello everyone, I'm Cheolwoong Kim, a PhD candidate studying in Professor Yu's lab. The research topic I talk about is single variable based multi-material structural optimization considering the interface behavior. This research was published last year at the famous journal of which the name is Computer Method in Applied Mechanics and Engineering. The contents are as follows. Recently, automakers are paying attention to the lightweight big body technology to overcome various of environmental regulations by country. Diversification of applied materials for vehicle weight reduction is being promoted, and accordingly, competition for developing lightweight technologies through application of multi-materials is intensifying. However, even if the weight is reduced by using lightweight material, stiffness must be also maintained. Therefore, a bonding method is drawing attention as an alternative because the bonding method can easily bond various materials to the vehicle body and increasing structural durability. However, the adhesive is vulnerable to the open mode by tension. The adhesive has 3 failure modes as shown on the bottom right figure. Since the adhesive must not be placed in the tensile area, the design structure considering this is necessary. In this study, a design method that considers the characteristics of such adhesives is applied to the stiffness design of multi-material structures. To solve this problem for the multi-material stiffness design, in this study, interface tension energy density called ITED was newly proposed. This ITED ensures that the adhesive area can be located at the compression area so that the adhesive does not get stressed in the tension mode. The middle left figure shows the structure where the failure occurs in the case the adhesive is under tension, and the right figure shows that the structural shape that can prevent failure of the adhesives by ensuring that this bonding area is located in the compression area when the optimal design considering ITED is performed. ITED has 3 features compared to the previous studies. Since there is no need to simulate the nonlinear behavior of the adhesive, it becomes a linear problem and make the problem easier. In addition, since a special mesh for boundary simulation is not required, it can be analyzed as a single mesh. Finally, it can be easily extended to more than 2 materials. These 3 characteristics can be said to be the differences from the previous studies. In this chapter, I introduced the method, what I used, and what I proposed. The density-based topology optimization is a mathematical method that finds the optimal material distribution within a given design domain under given boundary conditions and laws. We employ this for the design of stiffness structure. In this study, we newly proposed interface tension energy density called ITED. ITED refers to the tensile energy stored at the boundary between materials. Therefore, it can be defined as energy form as product of the tensile vertical stress and the tensile vertical strain. If the material boundary is tensioned, ITED is positive, and it is compressed, ITED becomes 0. So by adding this ITED to stiffness objective function, the optimization proceeds by penalizing the part where tension occurs at the material boundary. Finally, the combined objective function secures the stiffness of the structure and at the same time prevents separation of the material boundaries. This slide shows the whole optimization process. In this section, through several numerical examples, effects of the proposed method will be verified and confirmed. The first example is a cantilever beam that is fixed on the left side and a downward force is applied to the center of the right side. And the design considering the perfect bonding assumption and bonding behavior was conducted. The top is the resulting shape and the center shows the sum of the first and third principal stress values, and the bottom shows the first principal stress field. As a result of the perfect bonding assumption, that ITED is not taken into account. You can see that the boundary of the material is placed in the tensile area like a red box. This means that separation may occur at the boundary. However, considering the bonding behavior using ITED, it can be seen that the boundary of the material is not placed in the tensile region. In the table, quantitative comparison shows that the design considering ITED reduces the ITED value by 3.59 times compared to the one that does not, indicating that there is less probability of the failure at the boundary. The following example is the result of expanding to 4 or 5 materials. The result of the considering the bonding behavior in the same way as the previous cantilever beam example shows that the ITED is reduced compared to perfect bonding, and the possibility of the failure of the boundary is low. Conclusion. ITED defined as the product of tensile stress and tensile strain was proposed. Using ITED, we can design multi-material structure considering the boundary behavior. Lastly, various numerical examples were shown for the effectiveness of the proposed method. These are our references. This work was conducted with sponsorship of NRF and KETP. Thank you.